This is a special report from True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers podcast.
We have some breaking news in the BTK serial killer case. An Oklahoma prosecutor, District Attorney Mike Fisher, stated yesterday that there is not sufficient evidence to charge notorious serial killer Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, in connection with the 1976 disappearance of then 16-year-old Cynthia Dawn Kinney. This decision comes despite law enforcement officials labeling Rader as a prime suspect in her disappearance. Mike Fisher emphasized during a news conference that he has not reached a point where he can file charges against Rader in her disappearance. However, he has requested the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation formally look into the case due to the revived public interest in this cold case. If substantial evidence does emerge, Fisher will file those charges. Osage County Sheriff's officials, including Undersheriff Gary Upton, have recently described Rader as a prime suspect, not only in Kinney's disappearance, but also in the death of 22-year-old Shawna Beth Garber, whose body was found in December 1990 in Missouri. Keep in mind, Dennis Rader, still in prison, is 78 years old. His reign of terror ended when he was apprehended back in 2005. Fisher disclosed that he participated in interviews conducted by investigators from Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with Rader, and those interviews happened about 90 days ago. However, no physical evidence has been shared with the DA's office. He described the information received thus far as merely rumors and lacking substantiation. Fisher asserted that there's nothing that currently rises to the level of reasonable suspicion at this time. Fisher also expressed worry for Kinney's aging parents, with whom he met for about 2 hours on Friday. He noted the renewed speculation has taken quite the physical toll on them. Cynthia went missing 47 years ago and they've got no answers, Fisher said. We have reason to believe that it may have been a homicide. We can't say that with absolute certainty, but we've seen nothing to suggest otherwise, as there's been no contact with Cynthia since 1976, since her disappearance. If this situation changes, we will update you, and of course we're keeping track of everything having to do with the BTK killer. We don't think his story is quite done yet. For the Hidden Killers podcast, I'm Stacy Cole.
This has been a special report from True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers podcast.